What's good, brothers? Civil here, and in this video I'm going to be bringing you guys a route that I really like to use in the red zone. Is going to come from the halfback. It's going to be a really cool route that I'm sure you guys have seen before, but I don't know if totally you've seen it used in this isolated area of the field. But before we get into that, I first want to let you guys know that I have a defensive ebook that got me to the final 16 of the club championships. It won me a lot of games. It did very good in the classic down at Arlington back in August. It's great. My offensive ebook is also live on aceman.com. The link will be in the description below to the website to be able to check out both of those. Once again, it is exactly what I used to get myself to the final 16 of the Madden Club Championship against the best competition in the world. All right, I got flown out to San Francisco, California. It was amazing. And if you guys don't believe that this stuff is good, you guys can literally type my name, Civil, into YouTube, and you'll be able to see some of my club championship games. All right, guys, so I promise you this is some of the best stuff. And another thing is, you guys purchase the ebook, you're able to slide into my DMs anytime you want and ask me all types of questions. I'm more than happy to answer them. But now we're going to get into the video. What we're going to be going over today, like I said, it's going to be a route in the red zone, and it's going to be, look at the verticals play here. So why? Look at what the halfback is on. It looks like it's a type of wheel. Now, we've seen these wheels before. I'm sure you guys have. We're going to go with a random zone coverage defense here. And right here you see how it's just kind of a seam wheel. All right, very easy to see. We've seen these 1,000 times before. But what we're going to use them in is I like to use them from about the 8 to about the 3, okay? And I'm going to show you why they're so cool. I'll just go to about the 6, happy medium here. I'll go to about the 6, and I'll show you what I like to do with them. And we're merely going to look at the halfback right here. All right? So once again, we're going to look at James White here, and we're just going to watch what he does. Let me get my user to a defensive lineman, and we're going to watch how this is going to get to a really cool part of the field where we're able to put the ball in very easily. Just about no zone's going to actually make a play on this, all right? So what we're going to want to do to set this up, okay, remember, it has to be a seam wheel. These are stock. Watch what happens if I actually put them on a wheel. Notice this is a hot rod wheel. It's not going to work the same. Look, guys. I'm going to do it right here. We're going to try throwing it exactly the same. It just won't be as good. Now, mind you, he got matched right there, but you can see how the spacing just is not there, okay? It has to be a stock seam wheel. All right, look where I'm on the left hash. Look where he's getting up. He is getting basically about a yard outside of the numbers. So just keep that in mind, okay? So a stock seam wheel, basically. I don't know what you want to call it. It's a mixture of a wheel and a seam route. I call it a seam wheel. I don't know the exact term, so please don't get mad at me in the comments for not calling it correctly, all right? But what you're going to want to do is set it up, but the most important thing is to have an out route or something to keep the flat zone out. So you could do something like this where you have a flat zone. That'll work as well. Or you can have an out route. Either one is fine. But watch what happens again. We're going to throw this ball to James White. All right, once again, he is getting matched. So this is what we're going to do. If they try to match us, this is what we do to erase the match. We are going to simply put a drag underneath him. Watch what's going to happen now. He will be open. So that's the second kind of part of the setup, where sometimes he's going to get matched. So to erase that match, we're going to put a drag underneath, or we can even do something like this, where let's say we can put a post right here. Merely motion that post across, and here we go. This is going to put the user in a super tight situation where right there was just an awful throw, but you see how the match right there just kind of falls underneath him. When you start messing with the match with simple things like either a drag or a post coming from the same side, it's going to be able to open this up, and it's going to put the user in a spot where they have to choose, basically. Watch the Y route again. We have A. We're going to throw Y instead, and it's wide open. This route basically has to get user. Man coverage will do an okay job of it sometimes. It just depends who your running back is and who's in man coverage. But once again, I'll motion this man across, and he's on the post, so we see how this route combo is developing. We can wait on this, and once again, it's a really bad pass because it's Tom Brady with his pass lead on these are kind of broken when you're using Tom Brady, so kind of just digress with that. But you see how there's an open pocket in the back of that end zone for this ball. All right, so I'm gonna show it one more time here. It's very simple. This seam wheel is very good, very simple to be able to throw it. Boom, again, wide open in the back of the end zone. It has to get usered, essentially. It damn near has to get usered. Now, what makes this play so good, now once again, I'm in flip trips out of the spread playbook. This is what my offensive ebook is out of, all right? So if you currently run my offensive ebook, this is another play you can add to your repertoire in the red zone. Notice how we're on the left hash. But notice what we have right here. We have a little wheel from A. So if we do something like this, or even motion him in, put him on a flat, and then motion back out to be able to get him outside real fast. And then put him on a post and motion him across. Watch what's going to happen right here, where we're going to have two pretty cool routes that we might be able to hit. See how we're able to hit him in the back of the end zone now too, and this is literally just because of this specific play in flip trips. Now, once again, some plays are going to have a stock wheel like this, like Edelman's on. Some plays are going to have a stock wheel or seam wheel like James White is on. Right here, this play has the best of both of them, and it's verticals out of flip trips. You can find this, I also believe, in the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, I want to say. Definitely fact check me on that, I don't know for sure. But you see how now we are taking advantage of two routes that aren't very, they're very unorthodox is the best way I could put it, you know. They're very uncanny. They're just not what you're going to expect. So once again, we're going to motion him in. We're going to put him on a flat. We're going to motion him back out. We're going to put Watson on a post. We're going to put X on an out route to be able to clear up the space. You guys see how the spacing is going to work out here. We're then going to motion him across. And watch how the spacing is going to work, where we have a lot of different options. Right here, we're going to hit Watson over the middle. We're putting the user in a spot where he just is not going to win. All right, that was an accidental pause because my controller fell off my lap. I apologize. But it's very, very easy to see how the user just cannot win. Now, if you want to, you can use this type of route concept in the open field, you know, on the 50, on the 20, on the 30, wherever your heart pleases. But it is best saved for the red zone because this is a very hard part of the field to attack. And now we're getting multiple routes that are able to get open pretty easily. Okay, so but the biggest thing I want to make sure you guys totally remember here is that this video is not meant to be showcasing this play so much as it is more meant to be showcasing rather the route concepts, the route combos. Okay, we have two very specific routes that are found in a lot of different plays and a lot of different formations. Okay, for example, this verticals route right here, think about gun bunch weak, the verticals route from the tight end in the play verticals. It's the same thing. You can set it up the same way. Okay, this route right here, you can also find it in bunch in mesh post and mesh spot, which is in a lot of playbooks. Okay, so I don't want you guys to think once again that this is just for this playbook or for this play. This carries over to everything. A lot of these concepts I talk about and the other pro players talk about carry over to a ton of different concepts, guys. So you really need to recognize that as a Madden player. It really help take your game to the next level. So I'm going to showcase this again right here, where you're just going to be able to see how it's just going to get very open. Something's going to be open. Something will be open here. So right here, we're going to wait on it, and we're going to throw Y, and Y is wide open. The post got really bad separation there because of the way he got bumped, which is kind of atypical, but I mean, it will happen sometimes. But you see, once again, guys, like, unless you're blind, it's clear. It's clear as day to be able to see just how good that these routes are. They just complement each other so well. And there's so many different things you can do with them. You don't have to do it just out of this formation, like I keep saying. Once again, boom, we got that. Really bad pass. Really bad pass from Mr. Tom Brady right there. But guys, like, I don't need to keep stressing that over and over again just how good this is. Once again, you don't want to run this to the wide side. So if I have it over here, right, check this out. If I'm over here, you need to flip the formation. You need that seam wheel going to the short side of the field, or else it just won't be that good. All right, that's a very important thing that a lot of people are going to forget. So make sure if you are using this, you use this to the short side. Make sure you write that down. Write down that if you're going to use this, it has to be to the short side, or else it won't be that good. It won't be nearly as good. It's not going to work, and then you're going to get upset. Once again, here we are. Y is open. Once again, we are getting just hollered at. Now, mind you, this does not have to be a 5-man route combo. You can use, you can block, you can block 6 out of this if you want to. You could, I mean, certain formation you can block 7 even. So watch this right here. We're not going to run the route combo exactly the same. We're just going to block. Here we go. And so right there, he did get bagged. And he got bagged because I didn't set it up the same exact way. But he got matched onto because they were running a very specific defense. Now, if you guys know what the red zone looks like defensively, most of the time they're hard flatting, so that's not going to happen. But if they are running a match defense, that will happen sometimes, which is why I want to make sure I'm in an area of the field where match defense is very rare, which inside the 10-yard line, I think we all agree that match coverage is just super rare for that to be. All right, so once again, I'm going to show it one very last time just so I get the point across. To the short side, this, you can have a lot of flexibility, but the main thing here is we're going to be able to set up our wheels both of our wheel routes without routes, pulling the flat zones out so they can be able to get into the seam. Alright, so watch A, watch Y. And there we go, guys. Guys, I don't really need to get into much more detail than that. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you guys did enjoy, make sure you guys hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys leave a comment. Tell me anything that's giving you problems right now. Tell me if you guys at least enjoy this, if you will try to incorporate it. Other formations that have similar concepts. Anything that you've been doing to emulate this into your game, please let me know, guys. I appreciate it so much. And I'll see you guys in the next video.